Hi guys, it's Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching the Philippine Market Update. We did the live stream today earlier because we are having a 2 p.m. class later on for free, which will be live streamed as well here to explain to people, mostly the Filipinos, how you could invest globally and learn with us. Awesome 10X, we are a free educational channel to help you invest. So let's begin with the Philippines, shall we? So the Philippine market is currently up 27 points. It's happening 6,986. The market closes by 1 p.m., so the market is still ongoing. However, let's read what has happened. Let's give some recaps. Your market value so far is very good. Value turnover is at about 7 billion pesos. You've got 114 advancers, 102 decliners. You've got some selling pressure. Some people are taking profits. However, as a whole, you are seeing that the market is quite happy, even if even even at about 7,000 levels, meaning there remains a lot of people who are bargain hunting, seeing what are the priced opportunities that remains in the market despite the strong movement. And so we begin with some great numbers. We'll start with a few names. Let's take a look at the top gainers. Today's top gainers, even as today's just happening, you are seeing that Mary Mart is trading with 300 million pesos, now trading at 507. What an amazing move, 8%. Your PHA is climbing back 8% from 51 cents to 55 cents. Your ASIN even hit 5 pesos, 7% up to 4.88. You've got even your Cebu Pacific now trading at 47.7. We were opining that Cebu Pacific was a great reopening play, and the market seems to also agree with us. IMI, we don't mention this too much, but it's also up 5%. 7.8. And then what else are your winners? You've got DNLs, 3% up. Your D2 Telecom is quite getting some profit taking despite 3% up, cannot make a break of 7. So we still are seeing a lot of profit taking. So the very strong movements on your days, on today's movement is mostly Marimar, THA, so ASEN, IMI, SAB. Let's take a look at their charts as well, shall we? Okay. So wait lang I'm gonna share some charts. Let's go to your Instagrams. Okay, while it's loading, let me just open my platform again. Okay, so I'm using my WealthSec platform. If you have no account yet, you can go account open with wealthsec.com, and you can open it online, and then we can help you handle your it's online, so you do your buying and selling. But then again, whichever brokerage firm you use, of course, you can use it. So your worst losers for the day, are there some interesting losers that we could pick up? Looks like Philinvest 20 million at 102 is a good entry point. Your AGI at 9.3, there is some profit taking, but I think at these levels, we just wait it out. Your home still has some selling. Okay. There's not a lot of selling pressure, to be honest. So yeah, not a lot. Let's take a look at the most active names. Most active names, your BDO is climbing. The laggard is hitting 97.45. Dito Telecom 6.55. BPI is 84.35. Ayala Corp some profit taking at 8.44, but still nearing resistances. Your SM at 1,007 is quite interesting, given that it broke that 1,000 mark, went to 1.1. However, the problem is for just 10% upside, most people might actually just opt out of it. Ayala Land is 39, still at the resistance zone. SM Prime is still at the resistance zone of 39. Your Metro Bank is 45, slow climb. Megaworld is trying to hit that 4 mark, but we have some resistances on these levels. ICT want to wait, very slow because people are aware that there are some resistances topping it out. I think that the market today is quite happy. You can see that some Petron and Shell Philippines was actually on the move today. Let's take a look at some names that we mentioned yesterday as well. Your San Miguel Corporation actually rallied back after the breakout yesterday. It is still doing that flag. Very good move for your SM Prime. Let's take a look at some names that we have identified as quite bullish. Your All HC or your Ayala Land Logistics, 291, 306, but still very strong flag. So it's still doing okay. You've got your CPG. Let's take a look at it. So it broke out of that 39 still at the flag point. Your All HC, your San Miguel, your CPGs. let's see your Maxis. Maxis is now trading at about 714. So we do think that there are still remaining funds or retail market that is buying that. Let's take a look. So Mart actually is a surprise. After we thought that that was a profit-taking zone, today is a reversal, which means that apparently more people are bullish on the Mart zones. Even at 480, this still is an all-time high. So we'll see what the world and thinks, what the Filipinos think. But in general, this is still bullish. So those people who probably sold at 480 and 5 could actually be a bit skeptic and might have been buying it back. Similarly, do note that PHR actually is a successful pullback entry. Take note that from 320, it's now at 281. So we did say that if it was a uptrend, that there will be a lot of buyers near 280. Indeed, we got that move. Indeed, that 280 had become a support. And we are seeing maybe resistance at 320 and 360. However, that is quite a 40 to 60 range, 40 to 1 peso range. So that is a very good range reward and an uptrend. So for your Cebu Pacific, this is a good thing. Cebu Pacific finally broke out of that 44. We do know that it has some resistance at about 50 and 51 and 52. So look at these current resistances at 54, 50. However, as the market reopens in the next 7, 8, 12 months, it is likely that Cebu Pacific wants to go in the next 2 years to as high as 70 pesos. So as we open, do you want a free ticket to Japan or whichever destination, courtesy of Cebu Pacific? It all takes just you to invest in Cebu Pacific. Hope that you followed us at 39, adding more at 43. This one, in my view, if the market believes that the market will reopen in the next 12 months, with, of course, the COVID vaccines, this is a market, this is a sector that is likely to hit 55 or 70 over the next 2 years or so. So you've got that risk reward on your favor for the bulls. It's also noteworthy, guys, to see that some of the JG Summit properties like Robinson's Land, it is still a laggard here at about 15, 16. It's actually an opportunity to actually try to hit at 18, 26. Could you actually buy a Robinson's Land condominium given your savvy investing, buying Robinson's Land at one of their worst times at the pandemic 50% discount from their previous 3 years average of about 30 to 26 pesos. So this is still a 30% discount from that 22 peso levels. And of course, in the last 5 years, it is still a discount. So if you are taking advantage of these opportunistic times, we do think that you will make money. Now, obviously, people are very happy with their ASEN. ASEN continues to reward people, all-time highs. So the people who have their SRO shares doubled up. They got in at about 240 to 235. They doubled up with that SRO. And so far, you're sitting pretty with their winners. PNB continues to go higher. We said that that flag formation could break out. And as you could see in the last 5 years, PNB has fallen from as high as 60 pesos to 18.50. Even at today's level of 30 pesos, that is just a median reward given that it can still rally to as high as 38.50. So you do still have a lot of people bargain hunting, and you are seeing that some banks continue to deliver that upside given that they have that alpha. There's a lot of names that we could identify as alpha that you could continue to still make money even if the index could actually stall at about 7,000 or 7,200. PHR is doing well. Your Cebu Pacific is doing well. Can Macro Asia rally from as high as 7 to as high as 9? So in our view, as long as the market believes that reopening vaccines, these rallies are sustainable, even with Europe and all the COVID cases and closing, if the market firmly believes that there is a vaccine in the next 12 months that will prevent these viruses to kill people again, then this will actually translate to a 3 to 6 month higher low. So your Macro Asia is really in a higher low path wherein your highest move could probably be either, I guess it's 9, 10 initially, and then eventually 11. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So let me now read some comments, if any. So BDO versus Metro Bank. I am biased towards BDO because of MSCI, but Metro Bank has better technicals. Good morning, guys. Good afternoon. This question is asking, should you invest in Metro Bank or MSCI sa BDO? So to be honest, I'm not quite sure about I didn't quite read all of the MSCI stuff. I just know that Robinson's Land seems to have been deleted, and so my MSCI discount went to Robinson's Land. So I didn't quite read a lot about the MSCI weightings. However, it is very clear to me that if you believe that Metro Bank is gonna go higher, it could go to maybe 52. So actually, from a risk reward standpoint, I believe that the current level of Metro Bank has about a decent 10% reward, but also a risk of falling back here at about 41 to 42. So I don't think that it is a super duper pandemic reopening stock. So I am a bit neutral on the banks, a little bit neutral. I don't think that it is such a, it's not in my view a super outperformer. However, so I mean, I am quite neutral for both Metro Bank and BDO. So BDO probably has resistances at about 105, 110, $100. That said, I don't think it's gonna fall below 92 anytime soon. Or if it does, then you do have a lot of buyers. Costco po, anong thoughts nyo? So Costco is a conglomerate that has been battered for quite a while now, and let's take a look at that. So Costco isn't quite a covered. Majority of the people believe mostly in on your pure gold. However, the volume, as you could see from Costco, is nowhere. So it's not an index name. So there's really that lack of liquidity. It looks like this is a laggard, and it could actually translate to a breakout sometime soon. However, let's take a look at resistances. Assuming you fundamentally do believe in Costco being such an undervalued company, please do note that there are a lot of resistances nonetheless. So the first resistance is the 650, and then another resistance at about 7. So if you're buying at 550, 1 peso to about 2 peso reward, I am not bearish, but we need to wait for more confirmation from the market. I think that the market is currently more into these. It is a bit of a laggard as well, but this one just recently broke out of that 110. Similarly, this San Miguel, I'm not quite sure what was the catalyst. So I think it was. I'm not sure if it was just the charts. So I'm not sure if there was news. But this one looks to me to be a definitive breakout for San Miguel. And it actually, there's a lot of laggards that are breaking out recently that I'm not quite familiar with. I'll be honest, I'm not quite familiar with the news about them, but I'm seeing bullishness on them. Yon. So with Costco, I think it's good. It is a laggard, but I'm not sure if it's gonna outperform in the next 3 to 6 months. Hi, would FNI and PLC be good to accumulate for the short term? Thank you. FNI seems to be bullish, of course, ever since your Nickel Asia and all the nickel counterparts have been rallying. However, FNI to MIA, in a pandemic reopening, this doesn't seem to be the most effective pandemic reopening theme, no? So I think the pandemic reopening theme is more attuned with your restaurants, your airlines, your casinos. So maybe between FNI and PLC, let's assume that it's a casino reopening, and the reopening could actually benefit your PLC. And given the risk reward of PLC falling from 1.7 all the way to 30 cents, I do think that from a risk reward standpoint, PLC seems to have a better chance of giving that extra kick. So from 41 cents today, if you are buying, where can you naturally sell your shares in the next maybe year or next 3 months, let's say? Assuming a 2021 12-month horizon, Let's see. I think there is a resistance currently here at about 45 cents. However, a very strong support at 36 to 37 cents. So given that, I do think that a 30% reward versus a 10% downside still is a good risk reward for your PLC. I'm going to share as well because today, it looks like today there's about a lot of people quite paying attention to PHA ever since that Squid Pay backdoor listing. I am not quite sure, but as you could see, if you were able to buy it as low as 40 cents below, you have that gap up. So this might consolidate. And the first resistance of PHA now would probably this first resistance at 65. And then if it really breaks out, it does go to 80 cents. So I'm not quite sure if people would naturally play higher and higher for your PHA Squid Pay. But the market's movement is showing that there seems to be more bulls rather than bears. This movement is quite, it's very hard to say because there's a huge gap up, as you could see, from 38 cents to 50 cents. This move of 56 cents can still go down to 50 cents or can even go to 46 cents. However, as you could see, if your cost was something here at about 30 cents or 28 cents, or even further here at 22 cents, you did have a jackpot move. So that jackpot move could be a profit-taking area. We're not aware what would happen. Are the people who got in at about 40 cents below, will they profit take here for a 50% great move, or will they wait at 80 cents? I do think that the market is quite bullish to say to us that it is not it's not sure if it will stop at about 60 cents. It might actually go 80 cents. So to answer the FNI PLC, my answer would be PLC. SMC has a 734 billion pesos project in Bulacan. Okay, let's read that San Miguel project. So SMC Bulacan Airport, so for a while now, San Miguel indeed has this construction of Bulacan Airport. This is also known as the New Manila International Airport. November 4, SMC has been clearing the Bulacan Airport property settlers, assures the safety of Bulacan Airport projects amid FIVOLX, raises 20 billion pesos for the Bulacan Airport, builds roads, rail systems to the Bulacan Airport. This is actually a very good thing. So San Miguel bagged the 734 billion Bulacan Airport in 2019, has a clearance for the project, and continues further to build it out. Should we watch this preview at 2 minutes? Let's go watch it together, guys. Let me try. Tell me if you can't hear the video. I'll sometimes kasi I wait. I'll try to wait lang. I think I need to share the video. Wait up. Wait up, guys.
Much bigger, state-of-the-art, and world-class. That's how government officials describe the...
Wait up, guys. Let me now try to share the sounds because sometimes if I share, it doesn't seem to have sounds. Share screen, Chrome tab, share audio, SMC. Okay. Let's watch together, guys.
Soon to rise New Manila International Airport. It will be an alternative international gateway to help address congestion at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport and may even serve as the main gateway in the near future. On July 31st, the government ended its 3-month bidding challenge and no rival stepped forward. Diversified conglomerate San Miguel Holdings Corporation's proposal is now undergoing final approval.
Since no one joined the bidding or no one challenged San Miguel, the procedure right now is basically a ministerial of, giving some documents. It's a documentation processes already. It will just take us the whole month of August or until second week of September.
Once all paperworks are done, transportation officials say the notice to proceed with the project will be issued by the first week of September. In a statement, San Miguel Corporation President and COO Ramon Ang thanked President Rodrigo Duterte. He said the new airport will raise the country's profile and competitiveness as an investment and tourism destination and help boost local and export industries. Ang said the facility will be built at no cost to government and with no subsidies or guarantees of any kind. He added, quote, we still have a long way to go, but with the continued support of government and everyone, we hope to get started working right away. San Miguel is spending over 730 billion pesos to build the new international airport in Bulacan province, north of Manila. It will be able to serve about 100 million passengers per year. It will have 4 runways and an 8-kilometer airport toll road linking it to the North Luzon Expressway. Other airport projects are also in the pipeline. The government promises to open Sangli Airport in Cavite, south of Metro Manila, before the year end. NAIA is also getting a facelift. However, the unsolicited proposal for the NAIA rehabilitation has yet to be finalized. Makoy Popioko, CNN Philippines. Much bigger, state-of-the-art.
Okay, guys. So obviously, San Miguel right now is giving a green light. It has all the recipes to actually outperform, given that it is an infrastructure play, and the market is actually positive on this tourism sector given reopening. So San Miguel's airport project is seen as a boost to decongest Manila. And as you could see here, after hitting 170 and all the way down to 70, we can make a simple retracement here just to see whether can we at least recover half of the losses that San Miguel suffered during the pandemic. And that halfway is at least 120, and that other way is this 130. So 108 is a specific breakout point, and we are going to show to you that any drops near 108 is likely going to be sustained, and this is a flag. So from 114 all the way to 108, we do want you to, if you are bullish on San Miguel's prospects and projects, you buy here, and then you try to sell from about 119 to 130 somewhere in the next 6 months, or I don't know, maybe 3 months or 12 months. So it bears fruit because these are actually from 94 to 108. Ever since March till November, we do have an 8-month consolidation, and that is a definitive breakout. Should we actually analyze, guys, San Miguel, given all these developments? Sorry, we cannot see the slides. Oh, wait, which slides? Okay, I will try to share it again. So this is the chart of San Miguel Corporation. Can you see it now? I mentioned that San Miguel Corporation dropped from 165 last January all the way to 72. It looks like San Miguel Corporation has a strong buyer here at about 108 to 114 and a strong selling pressure here at about 130 and potentially a minor seller somewhere here at 119. So it looks like this is a good range for people who are still looking for opportunities in the Philippine market. San Miguel Corporation looks to be a decent risk-reward upside. And for those who aren't in the know, let's try to see more about San Miguel's Bulacan Airport and probably more press releases on San Miguel. So November 4, let's read this together, guys. Nakikita niyo naman, no? Kita na siya. Sige, let's go. San Miguel cleared the Bulacan Airport property of settlers. It is gonna start construction. They said that the last remaining residents of Barangay Taliptip in Bulacan have finally moved on into a sturdier home. SMC has already helped all these fitting, land construction of the houses. Courses are going to open. We are happy to provide better homes and opportunities to Bulacan residents. And SMC said that, so it's all about their Bulacan Airport and construction. Let's also take a look at what SMC is saying in some of their press releases, if any. So let's take a look at the most recent disclosures of San Miguel Corporation. Wait up, guys. Really? Hindi pa rin makita yung slides? Sorry Don't know why. Ulit. Stop screen. Share screen. Okay. Ito kaya, kita na. Ito, my entire screen. Is this better? Sorry nagkaroon ako ng technical difficulty. Ito, okay na. Kita na ba? Ayan, breakout siya sa 108. May resistance sa 119 and 130. And finally, 145. Kita naman. So, yun. I think like na-discuss ko na ng thoroughly si San Miguel. Let's take a look at some news if ever. Okay, actually guys, kahapon, si Converge and si PLDT, I forgot to share, di ba nagkaroon ng internet problem sa Philippines? So it just made people realize how important Converge truly is in the Philippine market. So actually, this happened in the past. Sa US, nangyari to kay Cloudflare. Na-realize ng tao how important Cloudflare is when one day nahirapan si Cloudflare sa Discord and everything. Cloudflare handles Discord, Amazon, Shopify, maraming companies. So with Converge and PLDT addressing the internet connectivity issues of the Philippines, I do think that despite the what people think is a little bit expensive pricing for Converge IPO, even if there is a resistance at 16.8, it looks like this is a neutral to bullish formation. So what we mean with a neutral to bullish formation is that even if there has been some resistance at 16.8, the fact that you are getting a lot of higher lows from about 14, kahit di na sa 13, you got a buyer at 14 and 15, eventually, the people who are buying here at about 15.7 will try to actually sell it at 16.7 and perhaps an all-time high move. So I believe that what happened last night with Twitter, well, maraming Twitter na, you'll notice na maraming mga influencers ng Twitter na nagrereklamo about the Converge internet. Talaga, hindi kita. Pasensya po. Hindi ko alam kung anong ginawa ko, bakit hindi nakikita. Stop screen nga. Share screen. Teka. Sinashare ko naman na. Bakit? Anyway, di bali na guys, kung di nyo man makita, the point is that it looks like, sige, even in just my words, maintindihan nyo naman. So it looks like the charts of Converge is actually on a bullish note. It's, in my view, absence of the heart grows fonder. Ano yun? Absence of someone or something, you become fonder. So mas na-realize mo na mahal mo siya kasi nawala siya. So I think what happened with the internet connection last night made people realize, especially investors, how important an infrastructure play, digital infrastructure, this Converge is. So if it is actually an essential good, in my view, there will remain millions of Filipinos that will continue to be a Converge subscriber. And even if last night there was that connection issue, you could see it. Nakikita ko yan sa Twitter nila na last night lahat ng tao nasisiraan ng ulo dahil nawalan sila ng internet connection, nawalan sila ng Converge. So ayun, yan, kita nyo na ata ngayon. Okay, so now that you are seeing my slides, so kita nyo na rin yung mga nangyayari. Ito yan. So in my view, what happened with Converge here is actually a possible higher move, higher lows to. So after the breakout of 15.2, flag formation tong 15.7, chances are babalikan niya yung 16.7. What's important is that it is being bought and the people are aware na very critical si Converge. So hindi siya about mura ba to or whatever. If there is a latent demand, an underlying demand for a product, these millions of Filipinos would actually address that issue. They will be a recurring subscriber for life of Converge, which actually is a long-term value proposition for Converge to keep on growing. So yan yung mga nakikita ko. San Miguel looks good. SMC, as you could see from the charts, pinakita natin dito na San Miguel is actually a potential reopening play. Bulacan Airports, that is a good thing. This could be a flag formation, guys. So a flag formation is a potential bullish setup. 114 all the way to 108 is a buying area. So you want to buy there even if yung selling pressure mo is 120 to 133. Hindi malaki yung upside, 5 to 15%, pero if you're there naman for the next 6 months, pwede na yan. Hindi na siya ganun ka-bad, no? To make 10% in the next 6 months. Ayun. Do you have any questions, if any? Looks like there's no questions. So guys, just wanted to share to all of you na we have a free class later on here on YouTube, Awesome 10X. We're gonna discuss how to make money while sleeping, investing globally. So we understand most Filipinos are making money in the Philippines, but we want you to learn many, many opportunities worldwide so that you can make money in the Philippines, you can make money abroad. Last lang to, let me just plug. So for those who aren't aware, this is my free Twitter. You can actually follow me on Twitter. It's called Faces Trader. And you could see that worldwide, I'm not sure if you're a gamer, but we have been investing, and it was a free class. So we have been investing on Razer, also known as, we think that it's the Apple of gaming. And as you could see, our cost was 138. It's now trading at 252. That's like $15,000 worth of a gain. It doesn't matter if you invested $15,000 or I don't know how much money you have. But the point here is that you can really make money globally investing in companies that you believe in. In fact, also you could see that some Chinese electric vehicle cars, we have made money on all of them. Whether it be GD Auto, BYD Electrics, your Tesla, of course, your Neo, well, not all of us have Neo. Li Auto, some of us have, wala rin lahat. Xiaopeng was something that most of us got. But you could see that these were free classes, and we keep on proving on and on to people that you can actually make money globally. It's not really a problem, even if your money is just $1,000 or less. In fact, just watch this channel, how to invest globally in the how to invest globally, Awesome 10X, how Filipinos can invest globally. Search nyo lang. Yan, click that. And then watch this, the Awesome 10X system, what any Awesome 10X investor should do after a Biden-Harris presidency. Guys, ang daming Awesome 10X opportunities worldwide. I'm pretty sure happy kayo sa ASEN, renewable energy yan. But, you know, worldwide, malakas yan. Charging stations, maraming nakaka 100% and even 200 to 300% worldwide. So it doesn't mean na $500 lang pera ko, $1,000 lang pera ko, hindi ako maka-invest globally. Far from the truth, you can actually invest even if your money is very small. So also, the charges are very small. I'm not really an affiliate of Interactive Brokers. I use it only because I can trade via that. Because I can open an account there, I can invest, margin is too small. I pay only 1.59% interest a year, fixed dollar fees of $1. And of course, I can also trade pre-markets and off-markets. So those are the things that we will discuss to you later on, 2 p.m. Join us in this channel, Awesome 10X. We will live stream it for you. So Aaron is saying, he's asking stock picks for the short term. Well, actually, we are people who invest short term and long term, meaning we like it in the short term, we like it in the long term. That's what makes us believe in the company more. So, yeah, so we have the Cebu Pacifics. Lahat naman yan, actually, we were bullish on the reopening plays. Your Jollibees, your Shakey's Pizzas, your Maxes, your Cebu Pacifics, your Macro Asias, Bloomberries, even your DNLs, your PLCs, DMCs. This San Miguel looks to be a good entry point, even at 114 and 108. Last couple of days, we were still opining that you could still buy your, even at 44, guys, we were willing to buy. We were willing to buy more Cebu Pacific. And our opinion was, if you invested 50,000 pesos on Cebu Pacific, Give it a year's time. If a trip to Japan would cost you something like 50,000 pesos, you might as well get a free trip to Japan if you were buying somewhere at about 39 pesos. So can it realistically go 70 to 80 pesos? We are of the opinion that yes, you can. It's more of your time frame. There's a question, would IRC be a good choice for midterm and then a short term for IDC? I'm not quite aware with this Makati subway thing of IRC, so I can't quite answer this question. Let me see the charts of IRC. IRC. I'm not following the news flow. So IRC has already risen from as low as 50 cents to $1 peso 60 cents. It's already up 300% from its March lows. That means that some people believe that Philippine InfraDev is a construction-related play and is actually higher, even higher than your pandemic prices, pre-pandemic prices of 144. So this is actually quite an outperformer given that it managed to make V-shaped recovery and quite all-time highs. I don't know if I should buy now given that I'm late. However, if you've been investing on this name for quite a while now, maybe you've invested here at about 90 cents breakout or even on the continuous flag formation, then you have a leeway to just hold on to your winner for as long as you want. And so far, it looks like your resistances are quite here at about, you've got a few resistances, perhaps here at about 180, and another resistance here at about 2 pesos. So at these levels, I think that you are in a very good cushion. You've got quite a lot of buyers at 140 should it fall down. So parang I think okay naman yung position mo if you have IRC. So good job for you and congratulations. IDC, I think honestly, I remember yung mga stock divs ng IDC at about 210. So ngayon, 3 na eh. So I think parang di ko alam. I think it's a little bit high if you're gonna buy IDC at current levels of 3. I am not sure. It can rally. I could be wrong. Pero mahirap maghabol kapag late ka. So I would rather wait it out if hindi ko na-enter yan. I mean, I think the proper entry was somewhere here at about 210 or even at 220 man lang. And if nakalimutan mo to buy there, hintayin mo na lang next time or probably choose something else. So yun. All right, guys. Thank you very much. And do like the channel, subscribe, and share #Awesome10X. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.